Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to show you how you can actually, without the very little code, the very simple code, how you can get your app name, your package name, your app version, and your build number as well. So why do you want to do that? The reason you want to do that is very simple, and it's most probably used one, which is when you want your users to be able to know there is a new version of your app and you want them to actually update your app, or you can actually force them as well to update your app. So if you have some breaking changes, for example, you can force your users to download the latest version of your app. So this is a very common scenario, uh, at least like showing to your users that there is a new version. And before I jump into this video, I just want to say that I just want to say thank you very much for all the people who are actually joined my Discord channel. The link is in the description in the video, and also thanks to everyone who actually are paid members to my YouTube channel. That means a lot to me, and it's keeping this channel going. And without further ado, actually, let's jump into this today video, and let's me show you a working version of. And sorry about my mic. Actually, I hope the sound quality is good enough. So what I want to show you today is I'm using my What's New app, and I want you to show you actually uh, that if a user goes to the app version page that I have created, it will actually show this very ugly right now message says that you need to update your app version, and there is a button which you can click will say update. So like I said, the most practical use case of this one is to force your users, or at least show them a message that there's a new version of your app, and then when they click on it, they will be redirected to the App Store or to the Play Store, depending on what platform they're using your app. This, of course, will not work for web versions because web will deploy on the fly, and they are going to use the latest version by default. So let me actually show you how I build this. So this is my page. It's a very simple page. And before I show you my page, actually, let's get to my code, which is called get app version. And this is the code I'm using, package info plus. I previously I used package info, but I saw that it's not updated recently. So package info plus has a lot of likes, and it was recently updated. So that's why I used this package plus. It is actually giving you additional information like the app name, is giving you the package name, is giving you the version, and is giving you the build number. And it's also working across all uh, OS. Like it's working for Android, for iOS, it's working for web, it's working for Mac, it's working for Windows, it's working like with a lot of I think all the platforms that Flutter is actually supporting. So this simple code is actually the purpose of this simple code is actually to get this info, and I'm actually having this variable called versions, um, and it's probably more suitable name will be app info or something like that, and then I'm just adding all the variables like app name, package name, version, and build number, and finally I'm returning versions, the variable of the list of strings. Great, and of course I'm using package info plus, and I'm using the any for the version of the package. I have a video about that, why it's a best practice to use any. So if you haven't watched that, please do. It is in my channel. And then here I have a bunch of actions on page load. So currently, right now, in my demo app, I'm using this in a particular page, but the ideal scenario will be to use it on your home page or your home feed or home page. And when you have it in your home page, that will actually make sure that when a visitor visits your app, you run those commands or those actions, sorry, and then you will display the message to the user if it needs to be displayed the message to the user. So in my case, I'm running the custom action, and I'm having this action output, which is called app version response. It's what I'm calling it. Of course, you can call it whatever you want to. And then I have, I'm actually putting it inside the page state. Why I'm doing that? Because page state is more consistent, and because the app state will, this custom action will run after the page is load. So if you try to use straight the result of the action, you get no errors actually. So that's why I have set up this version list of strings, and I have by default, I have those defaults names like hello world for the app name, hello world for the package name, and for the version I have 0, and for the build number I have 0. So make sure you have set up those as well, because you get no errors if you haven't. And then I am actually setting the value of versions of the page state to the response of the output called app versions response. No further changes, confirm. That is what I am currently doing. And here is the interesting part. I have after that a condition that I'm actually checking about the version. So I'm using the page state because um, I have already assigned the page state. So that's why I'm using the page state, and I'm using the index items and index, and I'm using a specific index, and that index will be 2. Index 2 means that I'm going to take the third item. This is how list works. List starts with index 0, and that will give me actually the version of my app. If you want to also get the build number for any reason, you can just write here 3, but I'm going to use 2. And then I'm going to just say if it's not equal to, in my case, I'm returning this, I'm writing this manually, the version that I want, which is 3. But of course, this can come from any variable out there. So you can basically, in theory, the best practice will be to have something like in Firebase or API call or Superbase. Doesn't really matter where's your information is coming from. It's good that it will come from external source, not from Flow within the Flow, like from an app state. It's not a good practice. It should come from external source, so you can actually control it. Once the app is deployed, you can actually change it. So you have something like, let's say, for example, in Firebase, you have a collection called settings, for example, or something like that, or app info, and then you write the app version that the most updated app version that you want your users to have. And then you will get this and you will just set it up here. But currently, right now, I'm doing it manually, but like I said, you can do it uh, with any variable that you want. I haven't implemented that because I think it's not that difficult to implement, and because there are so many places that you can get your data from. That's why I don't want to show a single place, but like I said, if you have any worries about that or questions, please let me know in the comments. But in my case, like I said, I'm just checking if the version number it's not equal to true to 3. Sorry, and 3. Let's imagine that 3 it's my current latest version of my app, and if it's not equal to 3, then I will actually show a bottom sheet. Of course, you can redirect to another page, but in my particular case, I decided to show a bottom sheet, and this bottom sheet it's very important if you want to force your users to update your app. Just make non-dismissible for your bottom sheet, which means that people will not be. You will basically force your users to take actions and to just click on the button and update your app. Uh, and like I said, if you just want to inform your users, then you can simply just disable this function or make it false, non-dismissal, so they can just, okay, there is a new version. I know that there's a new version, but I don't want to update now. Just dismiss this bottom sheet and continue using the app. And my bottom sheet, actually, it's super simple bottom sheet. I actually decided to use the AI to create this bottom sheet. It's not super impressive, but this is what it turned out. And probably it's a good idea to make it at least in the middle. So it says you need to update your app version, and the other important part is actually inside the button itself. So if I press this here, the best practices is to have a condition, and in this condition, I want to check if the user is using an Android device, for example, or iOS. It doesn't really matter. It needs to be one of them. And this is coming from the global property. And this will return a boolean if the user is using Android. And I will say if true. So if it's true, then I will get the launch URL to some link. So this will be the link to my package of my app from the Play Store, so they can actually download it. So Play Store link. Of course, this is not the right link, but you have to write this link over here. And else, let's say, imagine that they will be using iOS. So this will be the iOS link over here. Of course, you can have actually a multiple. You can have a multiple ifs if you just want to make sure that you're tackling the right iOS. So you can have multiple ones. So you can have is Android, is iOS, is web, or wherever you want to tackle. But this is how you have the experience using a single bottom sheet or a single page and using a single button to actually redirect it to a different link depending on the platform that the user is actually using. So that was everything for this video. Actually, I hope it was useful, and I think this is one of the most requested feature for people building apps in Flow and building apps in general, to be honest. So like I said, I hope it was helpful, and thank you very much for watching. And before you go, actually, thanks for watching this video, but please help me to reach 4,000 subscribers. And when I reach 4,000 subscribers, I actually have a surprise for every single subscriber that I have. I will shuffle them and I will do a live session and I'll announce the winner. And what will be the winner? The winner should be a subscribe to the channel, and the price is this one. It's a Flow swag actually. I want to give to one of my subscribers. Like I said, it will be a live session when I reach 4,000 subscribers. And this Slack, it's actually have a t-shirt, the same that you see over here. It has stickers and it has a mug. So it's pretty good mug that you can drink your coffee or tea or whatever you like to drink from it. And like I said, I will give this to one of my subscribers. So please subscribe to the channel. And also, I'll do a live session. So you should be in the live session when I reach 4,000 subscribers. And I'll just pick from wherever who is subscribed. And it is in the live session. And I pick a winner. So he or she can immediately DM me the address, and I can send this Slack box. So please subscribe to the channel to have a chance to win this amazing Slack box. I just want to say that the paid membership for YouTube is now open, so you can be a paid member to my YouTube channel, which means a lot. And thank you very much for all the people who are right now paid members to the channel.